Back to the realistic rebuild with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now at the beginning of the 22-23 season, we got Giddy gonna be out to start the season as well as Lou Dort. And now for our first game, went through the summer league process, training camp process, all that. Now I can decide what's our rotation gonna look like. And obviously, Shea Gilgeous gonna start at point. How Trey Mann played in the summer league. He earned a starting spot at 2 guard. Darius Bazley, he earned some minutes. Obviously, how he played in the summer league was a key piece. But as far as the starting five, he's gonna put Kyle Shefsky gonna start the small forward spots. No Lou Dort, so we're gonna be running with 3 7-footers in the starting lineup. And a 6'6" point guard with our smallest guy gonna be a 6'2" shooting guard. So we're gonna have a lot of length in our starting five with 3 7-footers. We probably be the only team in the NBA that's doing that, starting 3 7-footers. So that give our team some uniqueness due to injuries. We wouldn't even be starting these 3 guys, but so we're gonna have to start the season. And we like that look. We got 3 7-footers. Then you're gonna have Kenrich Williams, Darius Bazley, Corey Joseph getting minutes. Corey Joseph, big pickup, backup point guard, and a veteran. So he's gonna be giving us some key minutes off the bench and just running the team. And Darius Bazley obviously gives us athleticism, can knock down some perimeter shots, and just be active out there. And we like Kendrick Williams. It's a solid player out there, a team player. And Derek Favors, he'll probably end up getting some rotational minutes as well as a backup center. And Ty Jerome, he's gonna give him some minutes too. Out of Virginia, we like his game. He's a solid player. In these last 5 minutes, gonna go to Kyle Shefsky at the small forward position. Shea Gilgeous is gonna be our primary go-to guy, followed by Chad Holmgren and Dame Stoudemire. We're gonna run a pick and roll offense. That's the offense he's gonna run. So we're gonna let him run his system and go with it. I think that fits the pick and roll with Shea Gilgeous and some athletic 7-footers who can shoot some outside shots, including with Mitchell Robinson, who a rim runner. So we like the team we got right now, heading into our first game against the Utah Jazz. And this could be an interesting season for us. After a real low winning total last year, we're going to try to improve a little this year and see if we can possibly compete for play-in positioning, which that's the goal for us this season. Try to get in the play-in, and once you get in the play-in, anything can happen. Our first game of the season against the Utah Jazz. And against the playoff team last year, he got a 4-point win. Holmgren had 28, 11, 7 assists, and 4 blocks in his first career game. So he came out dominating off rip. Got 18 from Mann, 15 and 10 from Kyle Shefsky. So our top 3 scorers was our top 3 scorers in the summer league. So the confidence they got when that summer league championship rolled over into the regular season first game to help us get a dub against a playoff team. Second game we faced the Phoenix Suns. We lost to the Suns. DeAndre Ayton came out with a big double-double. Holmgren led us with 17. But Shea Gilgeous struggled on 6 out of 18. Kyle Shefsky struggled. We lost our second game. Third game of the season, we're going home against the Denver Nuggets. And we don't opposite the trade for future first-round picks, but we're going to keep Darius Bazley. We don't want to trade him right now. We like what he brings. We want to keep him on the team and see how he develops. Game 2 against the reigning 2-time MVP and Denver Nuggets got Michael Porter back. They still waiting on recovery of Murray. And Shea Gilgeous led us with 22 points to get the win. 15 for Jerome, 16 for Mitchell Robinson. Chad Holmgren went 1 out of 12 in his first bad game. Jokic gave us a triple-double, but it wasn't enough. We got the dub. And we headed to San Antonio to face the Spurs. We lost to the Spurs. Johnson had 20. He got 25 out of Shea Gilgeous. We lost that game in a blowout fashion. Lost by 20 plus. To Detroit and lost 32 for Cade Cunningham. We were after 26 so far this season. 23 for Holmgren. Sadiq Bey been off to a hot start too, and they beat us 129-96. That game was never close. Went to Milwaukee and got a W. Hell, Giannis is 17 and 15. Drew Holiday led them in scoring. That was a big win against the Milwaukee Bucks. 29 and 10 for Chet Holmgren in his first game against Giannis, and he had 4 threes. Now we at home to face the Phoenix Suns. The team got blew out by in their second game of the season. I'll try to even up the season series in this matchup. So far, we've been dominating the matchup the whole way. Beat them 117 to 96. Behind 24 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and 20 from Trey Mann. He hit 6 threes. Had a great game. Devin Booker at 35, but didn't have a lot of help after that. Now we're going to head to Atlanta to face Trae Young and the Hawks. Took an L to fall to 4-4. Shai Gilgeous at 26. Now we head to Miami to face the Heat. Tyler Herro gave us 36. 13 for Duncan Robinson. Tyler Herro starting this year, 24 so far. 31 and 10 for Chet Holmgren in the loss. 29 for Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at our player mentorship. I don't know why we got Shai Gilgeous mentored up with Derek Favors. That made 0 sense. Go ahead and switch that. You know, if it's anybody can mentor him on the team, really. Not really. We ain't put nobody. Lou Dort, Berkeley Cambridge Williams. You can only hurt. Just work on his game. Got Paul Chepsky. Out there, the 7-footer was starting at the 3, been playing pretty solid. Gonna work out with Lou Dort. Get some knowledge from him. That's the defensive side of the ball. And Chet Holmgren. Gonna put him with Mitchell Robinson. Work on that post lockdown. And put back boss. And grace under pressure. A little 3-game East road trip. We lost all 3 games. Lost to the Wizards. 31 for Porzingis. Averaging 24 this season. 17 for Kuzma. And go back home after we lost all 3 in the East Coast road trip. Go home to face the Hawks. The Hawks blowing us out right now. And they ran away with that one. 125-103. They swept us this season. Trae Young at 22 and 10. He averaging 30 and almost 11 assists so far. Now we at home to face the Pacers in the first matchup between Paolo Banchero, and Chet Holmgren in the NBA. He's been averaging 21 and 12 so far to go with 2 blocks. Only shooting 17% from 3 with 46 from the field. He's been a go-to guy on the Pacers to start out. Injury report so far. Jerry Grant out for the season, sprained left knee. And Andre Bembry hurt. Lonzo still hurt. Kendrick Nunn. Our first game between Chet Holmgren and Banchero. TV primetime game. I see these 2 young guys go at it. A lot of people are waiting to see this game. We blew the Pacers out 121-96. 23 from Trey Mann, 15 and 7 for Holmgren. Banchero 23 and 14. Go home to face the Heat to try to tie them this season series. They beat us in the first game. We off to a hot start so far against them. Beat the Heat 99-94 in a close game. Led by Chet Holmgren, 18 points. Got 15 from Corey Joseph. The Heat was led by Kyle Lowry. Shai Gilgeous out 1 and 2 weeks with sprained finger. Which means Corey Joseph is going to get thrown in that starting lineup for this 1 and 2 week stretch. Get some minutes. solid player for us in the summer league. Well, we actually gonna start Ty Jerome at the one. Solid NBA player. We probably can trust him at the one spot. Going up against the Sixers in our next game. NBA standings so far: Grizzlies and Lakers, both 11-4 at the top of the West. Darvin Ham are doing a great coaching job. Got the Lakers off to a hot start. Grizzlies off to another hot start after that nice playoff run before Ja got hurt last year. Westbrook averaging 27-7. LeBron averaging 22-7. AD only averaging 16-10, but the team is winning. Steph Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, defending champs, do a solid start. Draymond Green playing the 5, Kuminga at the 4. They lost Kevon Looney, 4 seed so far. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George leading the Clippers. Get the Dallas Mavericks right after that, led by Luka Doncic. And Jalen Brunson emerging, averaging 22 a game this year. The Phoenix Suns, the Denver Nuggets. Still missing Jamal Murray. Joker off to a rough start so far. The Kings and Blazers at the bottom of the Western Conference. Eastern Conference, Sixers number 1 in the West so far. James Harden averaging 27-8 so far. Off to a great start, 25-11 for Embiid to start the season. Number 2, the Boston Celtics, Hawks, Raptors, and Brooklyn Nets. With KD and Kyrie playing great so far this season. Yeah, we just taking a look at our schedule. We got the Sixers coming up, facing them at home, the top team in the Eastern Conference right now. Facing a young team at OKC. We've been playing some good basketball lately, so it's going to be a nice measuring stick game for us. We lost the game. It was a close game, though. James Harden, he gave us 37. Chet Holmgren at 29-10 against Joel Embiid, 24 for Baisley. So Embiid wasn't guarding him, but it's a good message getting from the top player. Embiid at 20, but James Harden led the way with that 37. We couldn't stop him. We didn't have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so that was a good way to play competitive without our star player. He's back now, though. Theo averaged 10 points. I mean, if he got. Now, our young budding star, he back in the starting 5 for us. Where we can move Ty Jerome back to the bench. And go back to the game plan at home against the Knicks. So far, it look like we run away with this one. We beat the Knicks 127-93, 35 for Shai in his first game back, 18 for Palshevsky and had 4 threes. Now we going to Phoenix, try to get back to 500. We lost. Devin Booker had 20, 29 for Gilgeous-Alexander in a losing effort. Heading into this game against the Dallas Mavericks. Against Luka Doncic and company. Arguably top 2 player in the NBA. Grizzlies number 1 in the West still right now. John Moran looked like an early season MVP candidate again. Followed by Phoenix. Devin Booker playing effective 27 a game. Golden State. Been playing good basketball so far. Stephen Clay brought in Dante DiVincenzo. Clippers. Kawhi and PG. 4th seed so far. Lakers. The 5th seed. Early season. Westbrook still averaging 20. Dallas. Luka Doncic leading their squad back. Pretty much the same team as last year, except Tim Hardaway's back healthy. We got the Nuggets. Michael Porter been off to a high start, but Joker ain't been playing at the MVP level, 2-time MVP level. We got the Pelicans. We got a pretty deep team. They off to an uneven start. The West been pretty. It's competitive in the West this year. It's a lot deeper conference. You got Philly at the top of the East right now. James Harden playing MVP type basketball with Joe Embiid as well. Celtics number 2. Tatum averaging 30 a game. Raptors 3rd. Brooklyn at that 4 seed so far. Atlanta, Miami, Cleveland, Milwaukee, Chicago. So it's an evened out NBA across the board. Every team is pretty much in the mix right now. The mock draft so far this season, they got Scoot Henderson, the Victor, and Biana. That's the number 1, 2 guys. League leaders, Trae Young leading the league in scoring right now, followed by Tatum, Luka, Ja, KD, Zion, Harden, Booker, and Tacumpo. Rebound leader, Ayton, Gobert, Tacumpo, Jokic, and Venturo's rookie number 5 so far this season. Assists per game, Draymond Green, number 1, followed by Trae Young, Chris Paul, Killian Hayes, John Morant, Zaire Wade, and Joker. Steals leader, Jimmy Butler and Caruso. Block leader, Gobert and Jaren Jackson. Field goal percentage leader, Mitchell Robinson. Threes per game, Trae Young. Percentage, Klay Thompson. Free throw attempts per game, Trae Young, Zion, and Joel Embiid, and Luka. Opponent field goal percentage defense, Ty Jerome at the highest in the NBA right now. So he's been one of the best defenders in the league, showing his worth for us. Great defense in the early part of the season. Player efficiency rating, you got Giannis, Zion, the top 2 in the league, so they've been the most effective players in the NBA so far this season. The Grizzlies leading the league in scoring. Heat got the best defense so far in the early part of this season. Point differential, the Grizzlies. Field goal percentage, Spurs. 3-pointers made, Golden State. 3-point percentage, San Antonio. Now we're getting ready to face Luka Doncic in this big matchup.